Hello, everyone. Hope you guys are doing well. Oh, let's see. So, I got home not too long ago. Well, I left at like 9 this morning, and I got home at around noon, so it wasn't too bad. Hey, BJ, Danny, hope you are well. Hey, GRB, how's it going? Hey, Ian, RB, hello, Ricky. So, I am actually doing, I guess, two things. I am I'm finishing setting up my mud skipper tank, my 40-gallon breeder, which is a little bit cloudy. And then I have come on. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. Had to switch from my other Wi-Fi to this Wi-Fi. For some reason, switch all our devices. Thanks, GRB. Yeah, we had fun too. Was really nice getting to see them, and I hope we can do it again. So, I've got that going. I'm trying to set that tank up, the mud skipper tank, which I got hopefully most of the slope in. I would like to put in a piece of slate, but I'm debating whether or not I'm going to, because it's going to be hard to cut. And then I still need to plant, because I've got quite a bit of plants. And then I have all my other stuff that I got. Haven't decided where I'm going to put all of the different plants that I got, because I have a decent amount. But still have those. I figured those aren't quite as time sensitive. I already have all the fish in their tanks. Earlier I had it on, I don't think it is still. No, it is still on it. Earlier I had it on the CPD tank. I don't think Poe's here. I don't know where she is. Hey, Holly. Hope you are well. BJ, don't know if I said hello, but hope you are well. Let's see. Fish Dreams. Miss Bateson. Can't wait to see you guys. Friday or Saturday? I forget which one. They're not peanuts. It's lava rock, and I'm trying to make, or I'm going to be making, a slope for the mud skipper, because I want to do, I want to, thank you. Hey, Sandy, I want to make a slope for Paludarian tank for the mud skipper, so I need to make the slope. No, I leave. So, Miss Bateson, I think I'm coming in late Friday or Saturday. Coming in late Saturday. I'm leaving Monday. Lava Rock was easier for me to get. Fender's coming out. But yeah, so I'm getting that set up, which I have 2 buckets of sand, which I might do in a little. Yeah, I was kind of surprised by that too. But yes, Miss Bateson, it is on a Sunday. Mike, how you doing? I meant to pin it and I forgot. There we go. I think it's pinned. Yeah, it is. But yeah, so I have all these plants, which I might do. I'm thinking about doing a few plants immersed and putting them in, doing something kind of like what David did, and doing some of this immersed. Haven't decided, but I have all these plants that I took out of the bucket and threw it all in one bag so that I didn't have to individually bag each one. Because that would have been a pain. But I think I got a decent amount of stuff. I hope I can go next month too. I don't know when it is, and I don't know what I'm doing or what they're doing, but I'm hoping. And then maybe one of these days we will go collecting for some wood, because I want to go do that. But it was very fun going and seeing them. Beta polymer clay earrings. Ooh. I made decorations out of polymer clay. I have not made anything for me. Not decorations, for polymer clay. Yes, I did, Priscilla. I was there like 3 hours. It was fun. I ended up, which actually I need to do that after this. Thank you, Priscilla, for reminding me. I have a bunch. When I say bunch, I think I have like 8 videos no, more than that. Like 16, 17 videos. Hello, Color Guppies, that I'm trying to upload. That I am trying to upload to YouTube, and I think I have like 4 more. I actually don't even remember how many I have. Let's see. Aquarium. Let's see. Did I do it in here? No, I did it in downloads. Hey, Ian, thanks for keeping me company. What is it? This? Oh, is that one of your? Which kink is that?
That's my African butterfly fish, and
Okay,
he's been a 20 long.
gotcha. Yeah, I have
Yeah,
to look at
really
it for
like
a second. It's small.
yeah.
I like this setup way more though. I'm very happy that I'm home. I enjoy going over to their house, but my YouTube streaming setup is not nearly as good as it is when I'm at home, and I'm not bringing my monitors with me. As it was bringing all the freaking stuff I brought, I probably am only gonna bring my iPad next time, which I can't show the tanks, but at least it'll be on us.
Yeah. But yeah, you gotta bring them on more and get them more into YouTube. They're fun. They're fun people.
Yeah, they actually said they enjoyed it. Surprisingly.
I set this up today.
Oh, cool. Ugh. There's no way I'm gonna be able to lift this, am I?
It's another 29 gallon. So now I have 3 29s. So you pop it in the chat. Scott, what's up?
I don't even think my room's big enough to get all of me.
Looking for
There we go.
a pufferfish specifically. Um, like a Amazon puffer or an avocado puffer or a red eye puffer. But we
Okay.
want to get a puffer fish. But if we can't find a puffer fish, then I'm gonna settle for another cichlid to put in here or a barb, something. I'm not sure, but
I don't I don't have any cichlid. Well, okay, besides the angels, I don't have any cichlids. Angels are the only cichlids I have.
yeah.
Come on.
But I don't know. This is kind of just like a quarantine setup for them.
Really?
Even though I don't quarantine normally, it's just a tank setup for new fish.
And what is that one? Amazon? What did you get? Puffers? Or is that what you
Uh,
want to get?
that's what I want to try to find at
Okay.
Fishtober. Although, really, I don't know. There's a not a very high chance there's going to be pufferfish at a
What
Fishtober.
about a hunchback dragon
Oh,
puffer? Is what Miss Bateson's question is.
oh, I would love one of those.
The,
Those are cool. Like we just want a bigger puffer, and we only have pea puffers, and they're cool. We have a male and a female, or two females. But I really want to get a bigger puffer.
yeah, unfortunately, those murder beans did not make it. So instead, I put blue Galaris killifish in that tank.
Yeah,
Okay, this will be much easier to pick up. I can't believe it's only a week away. Hey, boy.
Yes, I need to come over to the Bates and Genetics household.
Why? What did he say?
Oh, I've just been wanting to go there for a while. Because I know they've got a bunch of tanks and a bunch of cool puffers.
Have you been at Kenny's house, right?
I have been to Kenny's house.
Who hasn't? Shanna hasn't. And then has Bates? Somebody else hasn't either.
I'm not sure, but it's only because Kenny is legitimately 10-15 minutes away from my house.
Wait, what?
Kenny is legitimately 10 to 15 minutes away from my house.
Oh. Wait, seriously?
Yeah.
He's that close to you?
Mm-hmm.
Up, girl. Fender's like, I'm going to get out of the way for you, Kelly. Okay, so they haven't either. So neither neither Bateson nor has Tyler has not been, nor has Shanna. But they live so close. I mean, considering you guys live so close. I know if I can, I want to go, but I know I'm only there for a day, so.
Yeah. I haven't had too many people come over to my house yet. But my house isn't really the cleanest. At least my room isn't. And that's where I have a lot of tanks. So
Yeah, well, you know mine isn't always the cleanest, but hey. It's a working fish room.
yeah, but it's also my bedroom and my girlfriend's bedroom too. She doesn't really like strangers in the bedroom.
Yeah, I can see that. So, I got the Reptile Filter.
The what filter?
Which, this does not fold up that much. So I don't know what the hell Roundhouse is talking about. That's a Reptile Filter.
Oh. Yeah.
Which I think it's supposed to. I'm not sure. But when I put this on, I don't know. Can you see the flow right now?
Yeah.
Can you see the flow right now?
Yeah.
How much it's coming out? At all?
Yeah, I see that.
And then when I put this on, struggling. Okay, there we go. It like starts trickling, which I'm hoping that's what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, it's supposed to have that trickle.
But I took out the media and stuff out of here, and I have a sponge, fine sponge, a creme co-op sponge, fine sponge, and then some pond matrix in here. Or not pond matrix, regular Seachem matrix for this tank. And then I'm just building the shelf that I want to do. So that's what I'm doing right now. Let's see. Let me put this back up.
My baby pluckers are getting so big.
What kind?
Albino bristle.
Okay. Yeah, bristlenose take a lot longer to mature.
Yeah, these are over a year old.
Oh,
And these are the ones that I've raised up from babies.
hmm. Well, thank you for having me, Miss Bateson. Yeah, I know the rock makes it go down, or the lid makes it go down.
And yes, BJ Palmer, pea puffers are murder beans. They've killed Otto Sinkless and Arcane.
All right, I'm gonna need this whole thing. So, what have you been up to, Ian?
Oh, just hanging out, enjoying my day off. Going back up to Seattle tomorrow.
Isn't it like a 3-hour drive for you?
More like 2.
Oh, I suppose that's a little bit better. So, going to SAC was great.
What's that?
I said going to SAC was great. I pretty much had a whole car to myself. Can you hear me?
Yeah, that's cool.
But coming back was crazy. Not to mention, everybody was drunk already at like 10 a.m. No, 9?
I don't doubt that.
But it was really packed on the train. Both the Giants and the Niners game were tonight. So everybody was on the train. It was crazy. What you doing, boy? You get all tangled. You want to go out? Or are you staying in? Make up your mind. What are we looking at now, Ian?
Looking at some panda cories in this 20-gallon. Hi.
Okay, sorry, Priscilla. Drunk still. Or sorry, Danny. Drunk still.
You're still drunk? Sounds like it.
No, I was reading Danny's comment. Yes, I checked out George's snakes and showed him again. Yes, so you can put mollies in there, and then sometimes you can put pufferfish and gobies, I believe.
Yeah, you should try the night gobies. Those are a cool one.
I might, yeah.
They're
I want
like
to do
silver.
something else in the tank as well.
I'd just be careful about pufferfish because they're a little nippy sometimes.
Yes. Although I think Tazawa has a pufferfish, Poe, a figure 8 puffer he named Poe. I'm really debating what plants I want to put in my tanks and what plants I want to leave out or immerse and try immerse grow. Have you ever done whatchamacallit? Have you ever done immerse grown plants and then submerse and then put them in your tanks? Ian?
Not yet. I'm still in the process of propagating my own. I've got this one, Bacopa, that's just growing off next to the light.
So I want to try and do some propagation, and I think the best way to do it is immersed. So I'd like to do that, but my only question is melting back, how much it will melt, and I just don't know how that works. Because I think the humidity helps somewhat, having so much humidity in the tank, but I also don't know how bad it's gonna be. So I'll probably, when George comes on, or two things. When George finishes up, or actually plants what he calls, and what is pretty much a dry start method tank. I want to see his tank and how he did it, because I'm worried about melt, or it melting, but I don't know.
Well, it's gonna melt, but the best way to fight melt is CO2, in my experience. But it's gonna melt to and convert to the new situation either way, because it's going from immerse to submerge.
But then
It's going to need to convert.
So then, two questions. One, what is the point of doing a dry start method if it's just going to melt back again anyways? And two is, I thought that the humidity helps so that it doesn't as much.
So the only reason, and now I've never done a dry start, this is just from my own research and my understanding of it. The only reason you do a dry start is for carpeting plants, so that they get a good root system going. And when they're growing immersed in a high humidity setup, they're growing a lot faster. And then when you set the tank up and you flood the tank, usually the people that are doing that, you need to push CO2 when you're doing a dry start method in the beginning stages when you flood the tank. Because if
But
you
then
don't
why
push
not just be?
CO2,
But then doesn't that defeat the whole purpose of doing a dry start method? Because you want to do a dry start method instead of using CO2. Why not just use CO2 and not even do a dry start method then?
I don't know. I'm not a fancy office paper that does dry start. But you don't need to do dry starts unless you're doing like a full-on Uegumi carpeted tank with like HC Cuba or something. If you just want to do like a nice carpeted tank with dwarf hairgrass or pearlweed, which I have done before in low-tech systems, it takes a lot longer and more patient, but it is possible to just set the tank up, flood it with everything. You don't need CO2 to do all that, but it does help. Especially when you're getting plants that are growing immersed to submerge, they'll really use that CO2 to help convert them faster.
But I thought most plants are grown immersed.
They are. And that's why when you bring plants home from the fish store, they don't do as well without the help of CO2 or without doing certain things like letting them float at the top for a while with certain plants. Not all plants like that. Hey, Susan. But if
Hey, Susan. Hope you are well.
But like this tank that I'm running CO2 in, I didn't do a dry start or anything. I just kind of rescaped the last one, pulled out all the old plants, added some substrate, and added CO2, and changed the lighting a little bit.
That's kind of funny. I like that. That's cool though. Ludwigia. Huh.
Yeah, that stuff will go straight out of the tank.
Yeah, but I didn't realize it would go quite that far out of the tank.
The ranunculus I got from Ryan is taking off. I love that stuff. It's a cool plant for sure. And I figured out, I did some research on it. It's an Australian native plant, which is cool. I like Australian things.
Yeah, I like Australian things too, except not Vegemite.
I don't know, I haven't tried it. I gotta try it first to give my formal opinion. Ask, you ask if there's a tank I can't skate. I mean, really, if you get a glass box, what's the hurt putting some wood and rock in there for the fishes to swim around? Yeah, that's just what I'm doing out here. I robbed the wood from this tank that was poking out.
I don't know why, but when I started doing the mud skipper tank and I started planning it, I really wanted to do a hill.
What happened to that idea?
That's what I'm doing. But it's taking a lot longer than I was hoping. Partially because I was figuring out what I needed to do it.
Yeah, Miss Bateson, that plant will do fine without CO2. It's just not going to have as much as the white leaves or any of that. It'll probably still have some, and it'll still be a cool anubias and grow just fine. Most plants don't require it, but they will grow a lot better with CO2.
So I bought some lava rock.
Yes.
To make the hill. And
Yeah.
it's way cheaper than it is to buy a bunch of sand. Except for the fact that it murks up the water so much. Even after doing half an hour worth of flooding the lava rock in water. I am way too darn short.
That's the little ram I got from Bateson. He's awesome. Doing great. The killifish was being a little prick to him at first, but he's standing back up for himself and being a cichlid.
Yeah, I'm waiting for my blue Galaris to, or the trio rather, to color up.
Yeah. Get him some floating plants like hornwort or water lettuce.
Well, I also just put them in the tank today.
Yeah.
Because I got them at the swap, so it's going to take a while.
Yeah, but if you got some plants in there, I would put those in there immediately just so they feel a little comfortable. What?
Oh, heck yeah.
The ropefish made a spot underneath that rock and he just came up underneath it. That's a freak.
haven't seen Ryan in a little bit.
Grab the food. Brian was just in chat.
Yeah, but I haven't seen him up here in a little bit.
Oh, he's probably busy doing stuff and things. Stuff and things, man.
It's been nice having you up here more, though.
Hey, it's nice being able to hang out with people on streams again. I've been working so much.
Yes, I hear you. Make up your mind, boy. Fender, you coming or you want to stay out? I've been waiting. Okay, earthquake. Thank you. Up, girl.
You see, he eats the flake food just fine.
Yeah, you're right, Danny. I'm not looking. But I don't need to. I can hear.
It would probably help if I looked a little more.
On Twitch? Really? Is that a peach?
Noodle. What? You want pellets?
Yeah, it is. Especially on StreamYard, it's pretty easy. I don't know. This is the only site I know how to do it on.
I feed a lot of my fish brine shrimp direct food and New Life Spectrum. Like tonight, I got some krill, brine shrimp direct flake, and some New Life Spectrum pellets.
Yeah, I'm. Shut up, Danny. Although you've got a point there. Did you see Danny's comment, Ian?
About what?
Miss Bateson says, that sounds scary, natural aquariums, LOL. And Danny chimes in saying, I mean, look, Kevin can do it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Danny.
You can do it, Kevin. You got this.
Yeah, I think he means even Kevin can do it.
Hey, if I can do it, anyone can do it. And I'm like the dumbest technical person there is. Moved some of the rainbow cichlids into this tank and the Nicaraguensis macaw cichlid.
Yeah, you two should do it together. Thanks, Ricky. Wait, I don't know what are you two talking about, Danny and BJ Palustris. I think that's how you pronounce it. I may have butchered that badly.
Ludwigia palustris.
Oh.
That is a great
Wasn't that
plant.
like 3 minutes ago?
I don't know, but it's a super easy kind of reddish color with more higher light.
He's already asleep? Dang. What the? What did he do this morning?
He's probably out partying.
Yeah, but I assume she'd be doing it with him. I was up till 3 a.m. I woke up at 9.
These guys are crazy.
Yeah, I see you, boy. Fender was peeking at my desk to see if he could get any treats. I really wish I could get a better angle of this tank.
Hoping maybe I can get some a cool kind of crebensis at the club.
Wait, what crebensis?
A cool kind of crebensis.
What kind?
I'm not sure. I'll take any kind at this point. I just miss my old ones that I had. Dinosaur.
Coming in, Fender? I don't know what he's doing. Oh, oops.
Hey, Mary Page.
Hey, Mary Page. Coming in, Fender? Fender? Like, I thought I heard you out there.
Gotta feed the pea puffers. And guess what I feed the puffers?
Yeah. How many people do you attended doctor's meetings?
I can't hear you, Kevin, but if you didn't guess Viber Bites,
All, the whole unit. What?
Did you guess Vibrobite? That was the magic word.
Are you asking if I have Vibrabites?
Ah, did you guess Vibrobites?
No, I did not.
Uh,
Do you have a big bag worth?
Not a big bag, but I've got the Vibrobites baby size, and I feed that to my pea puffers almost every day.
Your pea puffers eat it?
Yeah, mine do. Look at them go. They're just chomping it down. Love them.
Ian,
It took some serious dedication to get them to eat it, because at first they wouldn't. They would only eat worms.
Ian,
Oh, you got the regular ones. This is Vibrobite baby.
there's a
So there's,
difference?
yeah, there's 3 different sizes. There's baby, and the normal ones, and the large ones. The baby Vibrobites, I've noticed the pea puffers eat a lot easier, and they don't have big sticks sticking out their stomach anymore with the normal sized ones.
You're joking. There are 3 different sizes.
Yes, there is. I'm not joking.
Yeah, see, if I need to, I have a coffee grinder. Usually I just do it in there.
These are the tequila goodeids, or goodeids, however you want to say it.
Thank you, Ian. That's what I said. Never seen the baby kind.
We haven't registered them for CARES yet, but I got to do that soon. But once I do, they'll be registered on the CARES program. The light's not under them though, so my camera's not doing them any justice.
Okay, I'm
Oh,
hoping all of this bucket and I'm done. Ugh.
yeah, Ryan, I got mine when I was working at All Things Aquariums. I had them order them in. Ask your local fish store that you go to a lot, see if they can order them in. They most likely can. Tell them to look on the list. Look a little harder. They're out there. There's a lone guppy in there. And it's getting pretty beat up by these Gadeids. She's super quick. I've been trying to get her out. pineapple swordtails. We got some fry in there. There's a couple of them that are getting bigger, and there's a couple more in there that are of younger generation. They're a cool swordtail. And the plants. Oh, look at the coolie loaches.
What?
Coolie loaches.
I don't see mine that much.
I see them all the time, but then again, I've got like 10 of them in here, 10 or 12. And I've
I
got
don't know
mixed.
how many I have. I don't ever see them.
I've got the striped ones and the black ones. They're so cute. I'm watching them eat flakes right now. They're just adorable.
I don't think I'm ever going to put the mud skipper in here.
Oh, you'll get there, Kevin. Just keep up. Just keep doing it. You got this.
No. I feel like it's never perfect enough.
Well, maybe it never is. But that's the beauty of fish tanks. They always change.
Yeah, once I have escape, I try not to change them.
There's cherry shrimp in here, too.
Unless I'm adding plants, I try not to change them.
Yeah, 10. 10's a good number for the coolie loaches. A lot of loaches are schooling fish or shoaling. Oh, there's one of the little baby swordtails. There's one of the little babies. And the babies are able to hide away and get out into that thick, dense mat pearlweed. More coolie loaches. Oh, they keep that. And then here's more assorted swordtails and harlequin redwoods. A big old Valentine. Sorry if you guys can hear the dehumidifier, but yeah, I keep that in the middle of my fish room, in my bedroom.
Wait, you have a dehumidifier?
Yeah, I keep it in my bedroom 24/7. If I don't, I mean, I'll risk growing mold in here. I don't have a window in here to easily ventilate.
Yeah, I don't really either.
But I way oversized. This is a beast. It goes to like 900 square feet, and it keeps it uh, below 55 and 45% humidity at like all times. I only empty the reservoir twice a day. And it is one I can hook up to a drain in the future. Oh, I got to empty. Hold it. It's full. If you got a fish room in your bedroom, if you ever want to have ladies over,
Can't hear you very well, Ian.
that's okay, Kim.
I heard something about having ladies over, and that was it.
Just saying, if you got fish tanks in your bedroom, get a dehumidifier. If you ever want people to be comfortable in there.
Why?
Because if the humidity gets like above 60, and it can have really bad health issues long term, and it can grow mold. And a lot of people don't like to be in 60% humidity.
Yeah,
Especially
I think my AC unit has a dehumidifier mode. I just don't know how to use it.
well, you've got a mini split system, right?
What?
You've got a mini split system yet, right?
What do you mean?
A mini split, it's like a little head that's mounted in the wall, and it's run off a system, an outdoor unit. Like, is it just a box hanging on the wall that pushes cold or hot air in? Or
No,
is
it
it
is not
just a
a window
window?
unit. It's a portable
Oh,
unit.
oh, it's just a window unit?
No, it's not a window unit. It's a portable unit.
Oh, never mind then. In this breeder box, there's a ton of little baby swordtails.
I have
Gotta use.
5. Wait, what kind of breeder box do you have?
I've got a bunch, but this one's just the nylon bag one, square box.
Is it in? Oh, but it's inside the tank.
Yeah.
My guppies always seem to die when I do that.
Well, I don't know. I've never had a problem with them. They're good. I put a plant in there, and I make sure I feed them.
I stopped using those and went for the ones that are out of the tank.
Yeah, I've got one of those. And the barbs. Everyone loves a good barb tank. I love them. Barbs. Oh, that's a big chunk of flake. They're gonna love that.
I don't know how George has it, but he's got a little bit of water in his mud skipper tank, and mainly open, mainly air in it, and there's no lid. It looks like it can jump out. I don't know how he has it.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen his mud skipper tank in a while. So, did you know that barbs, and this goes for almost every barb, they have little barbells that they use at night to search for food?
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't think they were nocturnal.
Well, I wouldn't consider them nocturnal, but they'll still hunt in the night for food. I don't know if you guys saw that for a second, but the bumblebee catfish is out searching for food. He's, he's a little guy.
Okay, this is gonna look really janky, but whatever. What you doing, Ian?
Oh, right now I'm just going around feeding the fishes. One of my favorite things to do. Oh, those are giant ram's horn snails. They are plant killers.
Can't see them.
Well, yeah. I'm not looking at the tank right now, but Mrs. Bates and Genetics is asking what snail is in that tank, and the giant ram's horn. They
Oh,
get pretty big, about half quarter size or half dollar size. They're decent sized little snail.
okay, I want that taller, but I'm not sure how to do it.
I don't know, Kevin. All I'm seeing is a lot of butt.
What?
All I see is a lot of butt. Yeah, now I can see what you're doing.
Is that a little bit better?
Yeah. My blue Akara.
What?
My blue Akara. He's a cool little fish.
I'm having a hard time hearing you. What?
I said he's a cool little fish, man. Let me see if I can audio. See if that's a little better. I don't know. You might have to turn up your volume, Kevin.
It's all the way up. You always sound a little bit soft whenever you come on to streams.
It could just be my device. I could admit to that. My device can be faulty. The tank is changing over to its nighttime mode on the roof. Looking great. Slowly ramps over to the blue mode.
No. I want to raise up the Reptile Filter, but I don't want to have to buy a bunch more things to do it.
Sorry, man. My grandpa was talking to me. What was that?
I said I'm trying to build a little bit of a platform so that it sits a little bit higher. But I also don't want to spend too much on doing so.
No? Why don't you just use a sponge filter?
What?
Why don't you just use a sponge filter?
To what?
For the mud skipper tank.
What do you mean?
Just use a sponge filter. You can use sponge filters in brackish water.
Yeah, I know.
Like, if you're not trying to spend money on anymore and you want it to look different, I mean...
No, I just want to raise the Reptile Filter.
You have any flat rocks?
I don't think so.
I
was thinking I could use the styrofoam, but
that floats.
floats.
Yeah. slowly converting over to the blue lights. Love it. Almost completely on the blue. This tank is like all semi-automated. It's got a timer that ramps up and down by itself, and automatic pop off.
What do you mean by semi-automated?
Like if I'm gone for a week, I don't have to worry about anything.
What tank is that? Is that the saltwater?
Yeah.
How is it semi-automated? What food is in there?
Well, there's live copepods and stuff that live in algae. I see them all the time at night and crawling on the live rock and stuff. So they eat that. But I mean, the only thing is that my girlfriend feeds it when I'm not gone.
Dang, that was loud.
Well, I'm gonna get off of here and go get some food.
You haven't eaten yet?
No, I haven't eaten yet. I'm gonna go eat. I've been busy. Well, I will catch you later, Kevin. Have fun with the mud skipper tank build. And I'll catch you guys later.
Bye, Ian. Well, I'll tackle that another day. Because I would like the water up a little bit more. I don't know why, it's just that one spot that keeps me getting uncomfortable. does chat say? What did Scott say? Let me see. Glad you finished the pond. I know you said you were doing it, or you were working on it. Shouldn't be raining for another day or two. I'm thinking about it, Skipper. That or a goby, if I can. Sorry, not a goby. Another goby. Because technically it is a goby. Although it doesn't really look like one. Well, I guess it kind of does. But it's aquatic and terrestrial. Oh, let's see. But yeah, I need to I guess I need to get some rocks. Right now, I just need to let it filter out all the crap in there. Which I need to plug it back in. I like sponge filters, but try not to use the sponge filter on this one. Ugh. Or another one, rather. Okay, wrong one. That was good. I think that was an incandescent light bulb. What? This was one that I got. I don't know what I'm doing. That's better. I might put some river rock in there, but I think it's looking pretty good. Yeah, I was thinking that, Skipper. A figure 8 puffer. I was wondering what that was for. Thought at first you were talking to I thought you were talking to Ian, but that was like 5 minutes before you wrote that. So, but yeah, I think I'm gonna try and do a figure eight puffer skipper, and or some guppies, but I don't know if they're gonna be too nippy. That's my one question about them. Or I might just buy one or two more mud skippers and put it in there. I think somebody at the SAS or the SFAS, one of the SAS board members, SFAS board members who bought 2 mud skippers. I think he said he got 2 or 3. I think he said he got 2, but they're in a freaking 20-gallon high. And he got like 3 of them, if I remember correctly. So I don't know how that's going to go. But I do agree, a figure 8 puffer would be great in that tank. But yeah, I'm really liking the way it's turning out. Yeah, it was. I like Poe. But I've also heard that it depends on the temperament of the puffer. It doesn't always work. So I've heard. But when I researched it. But he has a figure 8 puffer that he put in there. But again, I just don't know if it'll get along with it. Hey, James Gype. I keep on meaning to come into your streams. I think I'm still a member. Hope you are doing well. But yeah, don't know what else I want to do in that tank. I might put some river rock in there. I have a bunch of river rock that I also bought at the same rock yard. He usually streams like in the afternoon for us, I want to say. But I'm not exactly sure what time. I think it also depends. I don't know if he has a set schedule. I can't remember. I try and lurk in his streams, but I haven't been in there in a few days. I really should. I think I'm still subscribed. I don't know. But the Angels are doing well. I put the Hoolie Loaches in there. And they're actually getting pretty big. Hey, Brian. Hope you are well. Let's see. Just took the train back from Sacramento. Got a bunch of plants. Just setting up the mud skipper tank. I think I got the 40 breeder pretty much done. I just want a few pieces of river rock in there. Maybe some wood if I can go get some from David. But I think overall it's looking pretty good. I want to raise that water level a tad bit more than it is. So I'm trying to figure out how I can get that Reptile Filter a little bit higher than where it is, like maybe half an inch, maybe would be nice. And then I think that looks pretty good. I do want it to be maybe an inch, half an inch to an inch taller. I want the top of that sandbank to just barely be moist. Yeah, I know, you're right, Scott. Not enough water to me. I need a little bit more water. Back tilling, so we go. Brian. Yeah, I had a feeling you were going to say that. Or at least one of you guys was. Yes, I did say moist Detroit shrimp, which actually I'm surprised considering everything I've read that George's mud skipper is doing okay. Because I thought that they had to be at least wet, if not in the water. Although usually they're like 90% out of the water. I know that they like frolicking in ponds, not ponds, in ditches, and I think dirt. But that would be way, way, way too difficult for me to actually see the mud skipper. So I don't want to do that. But yeah, I think they skip around to different mud puddles. If I read that correctly. I don't remember saying that. I could have, but I don't remember saying that. Unless it was a little while ago. But yeah, so I think 3G, how are you doing? But yeah, so I've got that tank up. Don't tell my dad, but I think I'm gonna leave that other tank up in the other room that I bought from the SFAS meeting. I don't know how large it is, but I think I'm gonna keep the trio of blue Galaris killifish in there. And I've got a lot of plants. Oh, jeez. Let me see. Oh, here we go. You're up still? Are you not working tomorrow either?
No. Nope.
How long are you off for?
I've been on for 2 years. I haven't decided the exact date because I'm trying to get this my lower level of my home finished before I go back. So I've been downsizing. I got to come out with the video here. I've been downsizing the shrimp room. I'm getting rid of a bunch of doubled tanks. So like if I have 2 tanks of blue steels, I'm consolidating it to 1 tank, getting rid of the other tank. So there's a ton of tanks that I've been consolidating, tanks that were empty that I'm getting rid of. Well, not getting, just moving, getting them off the rack. So the bottom rack that isn't up against the wall is going to be all small really small nanofish. So I want to do 3. I want 4 different types of shellies. I got 2 types now, but I want 2 more. And then I want to do CPDs, and then have a grow out tank for my long fin, super red, bristle nose plecos.
You want to do? Wait, you said you want to do CPDs?
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Right.
Because that's gonna be hard.
Well, hey, I've done a lot of hard stuff, and yeah.
No, I say that's gonna be hard because they're like $10 a piece.
Oh yeah, well, my buddy owns a store, so he said the bad thing is all the CPDs. I might have to contact LRB, because he said who he gives his CPDs from. He says when he gets them in or something, they only last a couple days or something. They start dying off, and
so Myanmar, where they originated a few months ago, I think still, Myanmar was, at least this is what Alex had said, Myanmar was having difficulties, and I think they were in like a civil unrest, and so trying to get CPDs from there where they're native was really hard, so the prices skyrocketed. They're like $10
sure.
a piece.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
I got a bunch of plants and some fish at the SAS this weekend, and I really want to. I need to start planting, but I don't know where the heck I want to put my plants, so I haven't done it.
You can float for now until you decide. Just chuck them in your tanks. Do your little quarantine, rinse them off, spray them with like a peroxide water mix. Just in case there's something on them, let them sit out, hose them down really good, like on a napkin, and then just chuck them into your tanks, and they'll be fine until you're ready to plant them.
I got a whole bag of plants.
Ooh, look at that.
Do you see it?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Military coup d'etat. Yes, thank you. But I haven't figured out what I want to do with the plants. I have a ton of plants. I bought way too much, and I'm gonna probably get some stuff. I'm hoping the wet spot, but I'm also going to the GSAP, so I'll probably get some stuff from there too. I had a fun weekend. You didn't come on any of my streams this weekend, which I was kind of sad about.
What do you mean? Yes, I did. Came on every one of them. Yesterday, you were at your dad's.
Oh, you were there yesterday.
House.
That's right. You were there yesterday.
Dude, I'm on your stream almost every night.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You were there yesterday.
You're just busy when your friends are around. You ain't got no time for nobody.
I thought you were going to bed.
Yeah, I was.
I thought usually you go to bed early.
Oh no! When I'm working, yeah, but because I start at 7 in the morning, so I have to leave at like 6. But yeah, I wanted to start going back. I was going to go back to work tomorrow, but my car goes to the dealer tomorrow to get some. It's got a recall on the gas tank and the airbag, so I got to get that done. It was a really poor weekend. Not complaining. I actually am very happy at what I did, but my starter went out on my car. It was like dragging for like months. I'm like, man, is that the starter? So the starter went out, and it was very expensive to get it fixed. So I said, you know what? I'm going to do it myself. I just wish I was a little person, because I needed itty bitty hands. But it took me 7-10 hours just to get it out of my car. It was so small of a spot. 10 hours to get it out. And then it took me about 2.5 hours to get it put back in, all wired up, and put all the parts back together and start the car up. And now it's $1 million. Because he's always fixing it. Said, yeah, haven't seen you in a long time. Never. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Kevin ain't never looking at nobody. He don't pay attention. Then he had his little buddies, and he didn't want to pay attention to nobody. Look, and he just got up. I was just talking to nobody. Just got up, walked away, and now he come back. He don't pay
I
attention.
hear you.
Yeah, whatever. You don't hear nothing. Like they said, read their comments. You always got your back to the camera. You never know who's in the chat, who's saying hi, who's saying they miss you, hope you're well. Nothing.
Yeah, they always say I don't see anything. They're always giving me crap. That's nothing new though.
Yeah, but that's when you just say, "Well, I can't see nothing." You're full of it.
Well, yeah, when you only put like one or two comments, sometimes I don't always see them.
Well, that's why you need to read. There's not that many people in your chat, Kev, for you to miss any.
I also don't see very well, Brian.
Wear some glasses, Kev.
Glasses won't help.
Okay,
Brian.
then you sure see those little itty bitty fish you buy. You go, ooh, look at the pretty colors. So you can't fake the funk.
What? I can see I can see the fish when I have a lot of them. When there's only like 2 or 3 of them, I don't always see them.
Mm-hmm. You're like, oh, look how pretty that fish is, and it's the size of rice, uncooked rice, also.
What? Okay, just for argument's sake, when do I ever say that?
Every time you're looking at like your guppies and stuff, and all sorts of stuff,
What
but
guppies?
you can't read the chat.
I haven't even showed my guppies in forever.
I didn't say you showed them, but you say you see them, and they're so pretty.
Yeah, but they're not that small, and I have a ton.
I just play with you, Kev.
But they're not that small.
I just play with you, Kev. I love your attitude. You got a great attitude.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What you talking about, Willis?
Then again, I never know what you're talking about, Brian.
Right. There you go.
So you know.
Right. I could dig it. So yeah, that's what I did all weekend.
And Mr. Smartass, if you must know what I was doing, I'm doing what you told me to do, which is getting some hydrogen peroxide, and I'm gonna dip the plants.
Oh, that's
Smartass.
At least he said smart in front of the butt word. Gave me some sort of
That's why I was
positive.
MIA for a second, because unfortunately I have to go out of my room to get it.
Well, thanks for the smart part of that. I feel really good now. Oh shoot.
That is not true, RB. I know many people who lurk in their own stream.
He lurks in his own stream.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Kevin said, or 3G said, Kevin's voice keeps getting higher and higher.
Yeah, and I said, I don't know what he's talking about.
That's when you know he's getting flustered.
That or just aggravated, which then again, whenever you seem to have that effect.
What? What are you talking about? I'm always super positive. We always have great conversation.
And see, the difference is I go on for like 3 or 4 hours. So the fact that I'm the only one that lurks on my streams, that's bull crap.
You can let RB get under your skin. you see RB's new house today, Kev?
What?
Did you see RB's new house today?
No, I did. I was on the train mode. Well, I was on the train in the morning, and then I've been unpacking most of the day.
Yeah, he was showing his DVD collection. It has like I don't even know how many it has, but like it's a lot.
Where is he staying?
I don't know. I think he got a house next to the house he lived in. He like moved right next door or something. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That was a hard move.
I know. I think he had to rent a truck for that one.
Wait, I thought you said it was right next door.
It was a joke, just get a truck to move next door. Come on, Kev.
How long are you there for, J-Rock? When are you leaving? I know you said you were there for a week, but it's been at least 2 or 3 days. I don't know when exactly you got there. And usually I have to go get ready for bed before my parents go to bed, because as it is, the streams sometimes wakes them up. So sometimes I'm gone for like 10 minutes, but considering, I think I do a pretty good job. And I'm not gone for that long.
Hey, I liked your streams. I'm not complaining.
Oh, yeah, uh-huh.
I swear to God.
I'm not complaining. I've just been doing it for the last 5 minutes.
Hey, that's joking. That's not complaining. I have no complaints with you. It's just when you like get up and leave and you don't say, hold on a second, or be right back. And
you can see me on my screen. Why do I need to tell you I'm also leaving? You can see me on the dang screen. Or can you not? Do you have another excuse that's even better than mine, Brian?
No, my glasses are on, but you seem very small. Hey, so tell me about the tank, please.
What? Which one?
The one that's on your camera.
So, there was a 20-gallon there while I was quarantining my angelfish for about a month or a month and a half. And then I took that 20 down because it was a bare bottom while I was quarantining, and put the 40 there because that is going to house my mud skipper that everybody said would already be dead.
Oh, really? Yeah, I heard you say something about George has one.
George has several.
George
he doesn't have much. He bought a paludarium for it.
Yes.
Them. He has a paludarium style tank, but that doesn't seem like there's much water.
Yeah, but they don't. If you ever watched Dannikins,
yeah,
he's got a video.
Mine's almost always in the water or right on the shore, like still half in the water and half out.
Yeah, they'll jump right up in the dry and chill out there until they want to get back into the water. But yeah, you should have the wet and the dry. Dan's got it.
But again, he doesn't have much dry or much wet.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be. It's not like he's going to do the backstroke. He just needs somewhere to go to get in the water. And he really doesn't need a ton of. I mean, if you'd like 60-40 it, that'd probably be good. 60% water, 40% sand or land or whatever you want to call it. That'd probably be really good.
Yeah, I thought it was like 10%.
It's whatever you want, dude. That mud skipper just needs to do what it wants. If it needs water, if it wants to come out of the water, you just need to provide it both, I really don't think there's anything set in stone. I really don't. It's kind of like a turtle.
So right now I like my setup. If I can, I want to do. I want to make a Sandy Dowdy type style tank. But not right now.
Do you have that going up on an angle?
What?
The sand, does that go up on an angle? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's good. It can just crawl right on up. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I see Danikin, he's got plants in his and all. His just jarred up out of the water and get on the sand.
He doesn't have very many plants in there, though. He only has one type of plant, I think.
Yeah, just, find out what its normal habitat is, what it likes, and put that stuff in there. Maybe,
the problem is I can't do a natural habitat for it. Because otherwise I'd never see it, because it lives in, I think, muddy areas, and that crap gets way too murky. I'd never see it. Then I'd be wondering if it's dead or alive.
Right. What about branches or anything?
Hey, Brian, you don't have very many fish, do you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I know you have a lot of shrimp, but I didn't think you have very many fish.
Oh, yeah. I used to breed a bunch before I got into the shrimp, but yeah, I got a 125 gallon with Severums, Waru, had Monte Carlos or Monte Cristos, Jack Dempsey's, all sorts of stuff. But now I got rid of everything but the super red Severums, the pair I have, one Waru, I have 4 discus from Hans Discus, and
wait, you only have 4 discus?
Yeah, I used to breed discus. Yeah, I'm gonna get more too. I'm probably gonna get about about 6 more.
Okay, I was gonna say, I'm surprised you only have 4 in a tank. I thought they usually like at least 6.
Nah, it's just what people say. It's good for
socialization.
Yeah, I mean, if you're 4 are getting along, if you're 2 are getting along, I mean, think of this. I mean, think of this. If a pet store buys 10 discus and they sell 8 of them, and there's 2 of them there by themselves for, let's say, 2 months waiting to get sold, they don't die. It tells you that 2 discus can live by themselves, but it's
sure, but it doesn't mean they like to.
Well, sure. I mean, it's not. If a discus doesn't turn dark, go sit in a corner all by itself and pout, then which they do, then it's good to go. If a discus swims around, their fins are erect, and it's eating, then it's a super happy fish.
Yeah, for the most part.
Just like when you pair up a set of discus and you put them in a 20 tall. Now ask yourself this: you put a male and female that are paired up in a tank all by themselves with painted walls, and they choose to breed. Wow. Well, if you can't keep, 2 discus together because they're unhappy, why would these discus breed? Because they're happy. See what I'm saying? So there's truth in all sorts of explanations. There is truth in it, but can you keep 2 discus? Of course you can keep 2 discus.
Okay, so this was a question that I was kind of debating, and I found Trent's explanation kind of lacking a little bit, or at least I didn't agree with everything he said. But one of the things that I thought was interesting was he was talking about just keep us as fish keepers making it too complicated, which I agree to some degree. I agree with that statement to some degree, but sometimes I also feel like it is good to have good parameters that are good for the fish. But how do you know if a fish, I mean, technically, how do you know if a fish is happy?
How do you know a fish what? Sorry.
Is happy or doing well?
Oh, I don't know your basic stuff. The fish comes to the glass when you enter the room. It means that it's happy to see you because it knows that it's probably getting fed. It spunks up. The fins go up. It moves around more actively. It comes to the top. But it always comes down to eating. It's always eating, and with me, it's always the fins. You know how like guppies and stuff get clamp fins, and they go down and see they're sick. That's like the biggest telltale that a
I was
guppy's
just
sick.
curious how you tell.
Yeah, well, like discus change color. Discus will darken up.
So that's another question. I didn't think you could breed discus I didn't think you could get discus to breed in hard water. I thought.
You just got RO water, and then
let me rephrase that. Mm-hmm. I didn't think that you could keep and have discus
in hard water
and hatch in hard water.
Right. Well, that's why you have to have them in different water. Yeah, softer water.
Okay. Thank you. Mm-hmm. That's what I thought. Because
no, I'm not saying it can't happen. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that it.
I don't think
they just
I don't think that they've been bred that much to be able to.
Oh, they breed them all day long. I mean,
for hard water?
Well, no, not hard water.
But angels are from the similar place, and angels can, but that's because angels have been bred more and have adapted to our water.
Well, I don't. Maybe the gene is just a stronger gene, but it depends where they come from too. It's
well, that's with any fish though.
Like
right?
Hans discus, or they can handle higher pH. They're bred in those waters, so they do that. So the normal fish keeper can't.
I thought they're acclimated to that water. I didn't think they were bred necessarily in that water.
Well, I mean, they're born and then put into that water to grow up in it, so they're used to it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's why Hans discus, they say is better for someone who has like a soft water and doesn't really know how to do all the stuff to it. They're able to deal with more. I don't know. I've never had problems with Hans discus. I've been buying them for years, and I don't have any problem. Like I just went and got these 4, brought them home, and I just ran water through an air line from my tank into the tank water that they were in, and I let that happen for about an hour, pulled them out, threw them in there, and they're the happiest fish can be,
Yeah.
Yeah, discus. The biggest thing with discus is having a very, very cycled tank.
Well, so for me, it was interesting because Joe does water change. Petraman does water changes twice. Used to do water changes twice a week, and feeds him like a pound of blackworms every 2 weeks. He buys them. But I mean, he babies those things so much. And then he says he doesn't have time to do it, to breed them. And I'm like, and take care of them. And I'm like, yeah, that's because you do a ton of work. But He
You
doesn't
said
like
he-
his nitrates
No.
going over 10.
Well, yeah, I
think-
don't either. I mean, you just got to watch. See, people that do a lot of water changes with their disc is because of the amount, the type of food that they feed and how often. Some people feed their discus 3-4 times a day.
Which
Because
he does in the beginning, and then he does it twice a day.
right, well,
And I think he has like 12 discus.
yeah, he's doing water changes because the food, if he's feeding beef heart or something, it's greasy.
Again, he feeds blackworms, or if not blackworms, and bloodworms.
Yeah, well, I mean,
That's all he feeds too.
yeah, well, and he feeds a ton of
He
that. And they
spoils
poop a
those
lot.
dang things. Just
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah, but that's why the water change is there, because you feed them a lot, feed them multiple times a day, they poop a lot. So, and see, they're bottom feeders, so they peck at the bottom. So you don't want them like pecking at, and eating their own poop and stuff. So,
I thought they eat in the middle.
no, they sit and peck at the bottom. I mean, they'll grab stuff on the way down, but they go straight to the bottom.
Really?
Oh yeah. Yes, sir.
I
Yeah,
want to keep discus, but
it's not hard. I'm sure if not now, you've kept harder fish. So,
yeah. Well, I know that.
okay, let me ask you this: do you watch LRB?
Yeah.
Okay, do you see LRB and that, what was that, 280 or whatever he had? He had discus in there. The guy don't even have a filter running. And his discus were as happy as could be, swimming around, having a blast, living life like you wouldn't believe. And no filter, no nothing, with a bunch of fast-moving fish in there, all sorts of stuff. He don't have nothing special.
How many are in? But I don't think he overstocks his tanks either.
Well, no, but
And he doesn't do that for all fish. He doesn't do that for a lot of fish.
doesn't do what?
He's filterless.
Every tank is filterless.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he doesn't run filters, air, nothing on any tank. He runs a couple power heads on some of his big rainbow tanks just because they love to swim in the current. But other than that, he doesn't run filter with 300 tanks, no filters, and no air. No, he does it all with
I
plants.
thought some of them he does, and some of them he doesn't.
Does it all with plants. Yep, he does. He promotes all the oxygen, everything with just the plants. That's why he has so many plants in all of his tanks and his fish. But here's the thing, too, Kev. He doesn't keep like monster fish. He doesn't keep big, huge fish. So he's able to get away with it.
What the heck are you doing up? How are you? Did you just wake up?
Actually, I did. How'd you know?
Oh my gosh. Love those discus, dude.
Yeah, the hard water discus.
Are those hard water?
That's Lake Michigan water.
Ah.
pH in that tank, I guarantee you, is right around 8.
Yes, Terry, but the question is, will they breed in that water?
No, I don't know. We're gonna find out.
Oh, okay. And I'm assuming you don't. Well, I know. Never mind. I was gonna say, I'm assuming you don't. I'm assuming you do not. You do RO, but I think I know that answer.
I have RO, and
Oh, you do?
oh yeah, I have like 3 RO units. I'm not. I vary in this tank because I kind of wanted to try to get those 3 kind of whitish looking angels. I kind of wanted to see if I could get them to trigger to spawn because they're old enough now. So I'll run a couple weeks of just straight tap water, and then I'll give them a pretty good size water change with pure RO water to try to simulate a rain event. So it hasn't worked so far, but
For which fish?
The angelfish that are also in that tank.
Ah.
They're off camera right at the moment.
Geez, I need to get some. I need.
So what's going on, Brian? How's the shrimp business doing?
Oh, it's about the same. About the same. I'm just consolidating and making room for some fish tanks and getting rid of stuff that
Wait, you're making room for fish tanks? I thought you said you were getting rid of fish tanks.
shrimp tanks for fish tanks, because I want to do my whole bottom shelf with just nano fish. So I'm getting rid of all the extra shrimp tanks. I would like to get rid of a whole shelf and just have the one wall, but we'll see. Because the thing is I'm not retired, and as busy as my life is, it's now that I'm getting everything going again, going back to work, just my daily routine now is too much to keep up with 66 tanks. So we got to get it down to a more acceptable number, because even my wife said that she'll do water changes, but she doesn't know what half of the things are to know what water they take. So I'm trying to just get it down. I'm going to keep the top 20 Caradina that I like, and then keep maybe 22 Caradina, and then keep the shrimp. I mean the Neos, and then that's it. Just I mean, if I was a business that was open 8 hours a day and I had customers coming in all day, it'd be that would be my life. That would be my job. But to have a job, work 10, 12 hours a day, and then and not be able to spend it with, hang out with my family because I have to do water changes, or I can't go to the beach because I got to do water changes. And then I'm so far behind because I didn't do the water changes. I don't want to get into that position, because I've been putting myself in that position, and it's just too much to spend, 7-8 hours in the room, not just doing water changes, but
Needs to
cleaning
sell
tanks.
some, J-Rock.
So
This is a newbie. Is this water Sprite? I think it is. Or water wisteria? Ryan?
I don't know. I can't. Oh, hold on. I'm zooming it in. Is it what? Yeah, it looks like wisteria. Yeah.
It's either wisteria or water Sprite.
Yeah, I think it's wisteria. Yeah, it looks like wisteria to me. Could be wrong, but that's what it looks like to me. If the leaves go, yeah, it looks like the leaves go out. But from what I could see, that's what it looks like.
I like fish more than I like plants. I keep plants more for the fish.
But see, that's another thing is with the shrimp, I can't keep, I can't do the tanks up really nice, because when I go to scoop them out, I destroy the tanks. So I miss having a nice planted fish tank. But I don't know. I saw these shellfish and these shellies, and I was like, you gotta be kidding me. And I just kind of fell in love with them. And so I want to keep like 4 different types. I have 2 types now, but I want to keep 4 types. Like I said, I want to try breeding the CPDs and try to get some of them, and then have a grow out, because my super nose, this super red, longfin, bristlenose plecos, they're starting to get big. So I'd say probably hopefully another 2 months, they're going to be breeding size. And then I'm going to need tanks for those to start to grow out, because my albinos, once the long fins get big enough, I'll get rid of the albinos and send them down the road to someone who wants to breed albinos, and I'll just start breeding the long fins. But I need grow out, so it's
Long
just
fin super reds?
yeah, the long fin super red, yeah. Yeah. But it's just, water changes on fish tanks are 10 times simpler than water changes on shrimp tanks,
Why is that, Brian?
because it's the water parameters, they're not so sensitive. And
So I disagree with that, Brian, because I feel like I also don't have to do as many water changes. So it might be harder, but I hardly ever do water changes on my shrimp tanks. Partially because I have plants in mine.
well, yeah, I don't have any, so. I mean, I have moss, but other than that, I don't, it's just, fish tank water changes are just 10 times easier and way faster than shrimp tanks. Because you take it out, you only take out a certain amount. If you take out too much, you could kill them. You could shock them. You don't want to put it in too fast, because you could throw stuff off, pH, TDS, all sorts of stuff that can kill them. If your fish are in tap water, they live in your tap water, you take it out, just make sure it's around the same temperature and put it right back in. I've never had an issue with fish in my life. I mean, my fish grow great. They get huge. The shrimp grow great. It's just very, it's tedious. 60 tanks of shrimp, it's tedious. It's a lot of slow, everything's real slow. So I figure if I cut it in half and I'm only doing 30 tanks of shrimp and then have nano fish, it'll speed things up a lot better. Won't be so bad.
What is this?
Yeah, we can't see what you're.
Even with glasses, I can't see them. Oh, is that hold on, let me
Pennywort? It's kind of hard to see.
Yeah, it could be something like that.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Are those solid leaves? Yeah, it could be pennywort. I'm not very good at that one. Thank you, new local Austin.
Hey, new local Austin.
See, that's it's just that I always wanted to do the nano fish thing. Just they're so cute. My wife loves the shell dwellers. I love the shell dwellers. I think they're super, super cool. And it's just I don't know. I've loved fish since I was a little kid. That's why I keep fish. I get those 2 big ass gulper cats I got. And I keep stuff that I think is super cool. But it's but when it comes down to it, I look at it and go, okay, well, I am Detroit Shrimp and Aquatic, so I need to get more fish in here. And shell dwellers are great.
I don't have any. I want some.
I just figure, as simple as it is to keep them, it's a good addition. Because what I'm going to do is the shell dwellers is I'm going to put half beaks. I'm going to put half beaks up top, and then have the shellies below in one of the tanks, and I'll figure something else cool that stays at the top away from the shellies, and then the other tank. Better watch you don't fall over. Why are your lights flickering?
Me?
I think that's the camera.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know why my camera does that.
It's trying to adjust for brightness.
oh, probably because it's aimed up so high. I got it. There you go. Yeah, but other than that, did a big water change on the silhouette seats today. They're all happy. I took down the Flubel Megaflex. So I put that up on Facebook Marketplace because that was on the back wall. And the thing is I'm wrapping my basement walls with this super expensive tile board. It's like made out of like what you put tile in your bathroom. Well, it's sheets. And I'm gluing it all the way around. Well, I would have to move it anyways, but I'm not using it anymore. And like I said, I'm consolidating, so it's got to go. So I drained it, took it all apart, cleaned it. Now it's out in the garage. I put it up on Facebook. So hopefully I could sell it and get some of that money to put back in to all my stuff.
Tomorrow, I have to reset my sump for my saltwater tank back up and get it up and running and everything going. My saltwater tank right now is just running with a temporary hang on the back. And I have to, hands down, absolutely, I have to spend the day, replumb the sump, and get everything back up and running, get the protein skimmer going. And because this weekend I am picking up a fairly large honeycomb moray eel,
Ooh.
which I'm pretty excited about. I've been kind of wanting to get one for quite a while. And a guy locally is taking down one of his saltwater tanks. It's a 220-gallon tank. And he's got somebody interested in the tank, but nobody for the eel. So I talked him down to $150. So I got to pick that up this weekend.
GRB, I love that. Hey, Matt.
Yes. Saltwater's that's an area I don't think my addictive personality would do well in.
That'll be the only living animal in that tank. It'll be just a dedicated tank for him.
Do you see GRB's comment? I just discovered my shingleback lizard loves coffee. LOL. I wonder if it'll make them less sleepy lizard. Ha ha ha.
That's funny.
That is funny.
My English bulldog hates coffee. She don't like to smell it.
Really?
Yep, can't stand it. Yeah, it's like watching aqua balls start with 1 saltwater, then 2, then 3, then 4. I know it's that. I mean, even going to the fish store, my buddy's store, I'll walk over there. I'm just like, oh, what if I sell everything? I could get saltwater. But then I'm like, no way. I don't have money like that. No way.
What is this?
Crypt of some kind.
Yeah.
Some
kind of green crypt.
Wendetti?
Oh, I have no idea.
I don't know.
It's kind of hard to tell with just 3 leaves on it. There's so many of them.
True.
It's a green one though, for now.
Yeah.
Hey, what did somebody say I seen in a post? I forgot to go check today. Damn it, I'll go tomorrow. They said what was it? Petco? I think they said Petco. It's not Pet Supplies Plus. Well, one of them selling the pink. Was it pink crip?
Yeah, the pink flamingo crib.
Yeah, they're selling it as a.
Danny got a couple of the.
So Pet Supplies Plus, yeah, it's the cultures, yeah, because that stuff's pricey. I'm sure the culture's probably expensive too.
I'm really liking the way that tank's turning out.
Did you rinse that sand off?
Not this time. Why?
I was just wondering. I thought the water was brown from the sand, and I was like,
Not from the sand. From the. Really, I'm surprised. I need to go there and get some more tanks because I'm gonna be needing them. But I will also say that I'm surprised. I thought they were having a glass shortage. But
9 plants for $10. Holy hell!
I know.
I'll just go get them, plant them, and resell. Shit.
Brian,
That's as bad as everybody going to getting Dragonstone from Lowe's.
Brian.
Yeah.
That is not from the sand. That is from lava rock that I washed like an hour and a half and still didn't come out. And I washed it outside first. I did that for about half an hour. And then I came inside, put them inside of the media bags, and then rinsed them off in the shower, and it's still brown. So I can't help it.
Lava rock is it's a magician of hidden pores of lava rock powder. Once you think it's rinsed out, the minute you stick it in the tank, a bunch of it dumps off. You're like, son of a, I just rinsed it off.
So I can't help it.
Oh, no, it's no big deal. It goes away in a little while.
Oh, heck yeah. Well, I also have the Reptile Filter, and I have 3 sponges. I put the Aquarium Co-op sponge filter pad. And then I have 2 other media pads that I put in there.
It'll clear up eventually.
And then I also put some whatchamacallit in there.
Clarifier?
Seachem.
Stability?
No, it's Biomedia. I'm forgetting what it's called.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yes.
I'll go away. It'll settle down in a little bit.
As they said, very bougie, I know. I have 4 Crypt Flamingo. I got them immersed and converted. I never had luck with the tissue cultures of that species, though. Though the tissue cultures were in bad shape when I got them. Oh. Plus, Kevin wouldn't stop playing with the sand. Yeah, that took like 45 minutes.
I was wondering where the little Tonka trucks are with the dozer and all that. I'm surprised you didn't put it in there with the backhoe.
Ha ha ha. I need to, apparently, I need to buy a little bit. Well, I don't know. I still have 1 bucket worth of sand. But I do think it's like $18 right now versus like 40.
What kind of sand?
Supernaturals.
Oh. Yeah,
What,
us cheap folk just use pool sand. Pool filter sand.
It's $18 for... Oh, jeez.
I think it's that for 50 pounds of pool sand.
Yeah, $18 for 50 pounds of pool sand.
Yeah.
50 pounds of supernatural sand.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Well, they got it.
$19. It's been on sale. That's why I got 4 bags, and I'm already out of it. And I think I bought 4 bags like a month ago.
So where is your mud skipper? You got a mud skipper now?
He died. No, he's in the other 20-gallon high tank.
Oh.
I just have this tank on right now. And then I just got the CPDs. Actually, let me see. I don't think I... See, the problem is the mud skipper is right by my bed. And there's no way to put a tripod up.
What color is it?
What?
your tripod, the mud skipper, silly.
I don't know what color it is. I don't know what color it is. Shut up, Terry. I don't know what color it is.
You don't know what color the mud skipper is?
Not really.
Oh, okay. I don't know nothing about it. I don't know if you buy a blue mud skipper, a gray mud skipper, a speckled mud skipper. I don't know.
I bought an African mud skipper from Tazawa.
Okay. So that could be any African. Would he be maybe like a reddish?
I don't know.
Well,
Give me one
just trying to
second.
think of the sand, the color of the sand, and what they would maybe be darker than like something I found up in the mountains. Not saying I found a mud skipper in the mountains, but the lizards and stuff. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's like what is that? A reddish brown? That's pretty.
I don't. That's the reason I said I don't know.
Well, take a guess. Yeah, like a reddish brown. I think it looks cool.
I think it'll do just fine.
Did you name your mud skipper? You did, didn't you?
Oh, what adult cartoon show had the mud skipper in it?
Mud skipper. Pokemon?
No,
That's the only one I know of.
an adult cartoon show.
I don't.
Well,
I
the
consider
adults
an
these
adult
days
cartoon.
probably watch Pokemon Theory.
What?
I said the adults these days probably do watch Pokemon.
I don't know what you consider a adult cartoon.
They played on Adult Swim.
On what?
Adult Swim. Cartoon channel late at night.
Beavis and Butthead. It's not for children.
We got
He
something
said
in
bunghole.
Pokemon. I think the consensus was Griffin.
Family Guy.
Yes.
But no, there was one. There was one cartoon I used to watch. One of the characters was a mud skipper. Now I can't remember what it is. They say the memory is the second thing to go.
Oh, mine's the first. Well, no, it's probably the second.
Yeah, that's the second for me.
Well, you're supposed to ask what's the first, and then I would have said I can't remember.
I'm trying to think of what the heck that was.
I knew what the first was.
Is it SpongeBob? No, you said adult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that could be what I'm thinking of, though.
Yeah, it's the only thing I'm trying to picture something that would have it.
What? Wait. Where is a mud skipper in SpongeBob? And that is not adult. First off.
Right. Well, correct on part 2. I don't know. They're all fish. They're in a sponge. They're in a
No, they're not.
starfish.
No, they are not all fish.
Crabs.
They are not all fish.
Crab.
What is that? What is Sandy? Sandy is not a fish.
Well, yeah, but Sandy's just a squirrel underwater.
Ren and Stimpy?
Ren and Stimpy. Oh, yeah, that maybe. Yeah.
I loved Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah, Ren and Stimpy was the shit.
Yeah, don't know what the hell that is.
Look it up. Watch it on YouTube. You'll laugh your butt off. Sandy is just a landfish.
All right, wait a minute. I might be thinking of the Muddy Mud Skipper show. Yeah, it was Ren and Stimpy. Yep.
Oh, yeah, it says Natural Aquarium says Google search shows a Ren and Stimpy flip with a Mud Skipper song.
I gotta get a new mouse.
Hey, Terry, you ever watch that dude on YouTube called Zip Ties and Bias Plies?
No.
Dude, you gotta check him out. He's from Canada, and he is so funny.
Sounds like Red Green.
Well, shit, Red Green was good, but this dude, he's like, well, you could say he's a kind of a new Red Green. He like goes out and gets a truck that ain't running and does all this in the dead of winter, drinking bush. All swears every other word's a swear word. Dude, it's hilarious. I was watching his new one. That's why I wasn't on Kevin's stream earlier. So he does a lot of diesel truck work.
I have to check them out.
Yeah. Zip Ties and Bias Plies.
Adults only Muppets? What the hell? Adele, hello.
But yeah, that's who I was thinking of. Was the Ren and Stimpy, Muddy the Mud Skipper.
Like, what's this?
So I bought a bunch of filter media bags, but I think they're a little bit too small for what I want to do with them.
Why? What do you
I
want
have
to do
to
with them?
tie a knot in them in order to get them, or in order to get it to stay and not pull out. Ugh. Well, I was using the lava rock inside of filter media bags. Sean says Terry had a lot of late nights with that mud skipper.
Ren and Stimpy were on. Didn't they start off on like MTV or something like that?
Yeah, I think that's what it was. Yeah, they came on later at night. Them and Beavis and Butthead.
Did you see their movie? The Beavis and Butthead movie?
Oh yeah. I watched all that stuff.
It was kind of funny.
Yeah, it always was, yeah. That was some hilarious stuff, boy, growing up watching that. Yeah.
What about Nickelodeon?
Nickelodeon? Oh, what, Late Night with Nick or something?
Says Terry had a lot of late nights with that mud skipper. Ryan says, that's probably why the eyes are sitting on the top of his head. Seen some shit.
Good, silly. Lilo and Stitch, yeah.
Wait, what about Lilo and Stitch?
No, they're just saying that's another cartoon.
Yeah, but it's not an adult cartoon.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying.
I don't think it is, at least.
Dude, Aqua Team Hunger Force. I've watched every episode.
Oh, I've never heard of it.
You're kidding me.
No.
Have you heard of it?
Oh, man.
Yeah, never heard of it.
You have never heard of Aqua Team Hunger Force. You gotta look it up. Brian, you'll love it.
All right. Oh, what's that stuff we used to watch years ago? Oh my God, I'm not gonna remember it. Dang, I can't remember the name of it. It just came to mind. I couldn't grab the name of it. It was in the younger years when, we used to mess around and watch Pink Floyd The Wall, and we used to watch this other one too, but it was like it wasn't
Are you talking about heavy metal?
heavy metal.
There's two of them.
Yeah.
You've got the original heavy metal, and then there was a heavy metal 2000.
Oh, no, I don't know which one it was. I can't remember.
I'm sure it was the original.
Yeah, with all I'm sure it was. Yeah, heavy metal. Yeah. Dang, people do the same thing no matter what states they live in. Yeah, heavy metal. That and a bunch of what was that other show? Where people do do stuff and they die, or they get eaten by alligators trying to feed them, and what was the name of that?
Faces of Death.
Faces of Death, wasn't that it? Yeah, where they show a guy go out on in a little pond. Somebody said there's an alligator in there, and he went to rope it and got pulled in, and all sorts of stuff. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Faces of Death.
I don't know. Faces of Death was a DVD collection or a movie collection. I think there was 2 or 3 of them, and it just shows different ways people died.
Yeah, and then they had the one. What was it? Was it the same one where they trapped that monkey in that little neck thing, and they crack its head open and eat its brain?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, that's Faces of Death. Yeah.
GRB brought up Spinal Tap. Have you ever seen the movie Spinal Tap?
It sounds familiar.
It's a fake rock and roll documentary where they follow this fake band around, and there's this most hilarious scene in there that the guy's talking about his guitar amplifiers, and he wants the dials to go, because all the dials on an amplifier go up to 10, and he goes, yeah, but I want mine to go up to 11. And he goes, the technician is like, well, why don't you just make 10 louder? And he's like, no, I want them to go up to 11.
Oh my God.
So if you could be playing on 10, and then when you need that little more loudness, you can turn it up to 11.
Yeah, just play it up. That's funny.
Yeah.
Who are those? Who are the other two dudes? They had long hair. It wasn't a cartoon though, but God, they're kind of like not surfer dudes, but they're kind of like
Oh, I know.
airheady kind of guys.
Oh, never mind.
They wear like hats, like winter hats, and walk around their long hair, and God, I can't remember it. There are a whole bunch of stuff.
Winter hats.
You're
not talking about the McKenzie brothers, are you?
No. They're younger dudes. The one dude, he's still he was on that TV show Taint, but it was him, and he had a partner, younger. They had movies where the mall stuff.
Rats.
Yeah, was it Mall Rats? Yeah, I think it might, with the two dudes.
Are you talking about Jay and Silent Bob?
Yeah, that's who it is. Jay and Silent Bob. Yeah. Yep.
Dude, you got to see a movie.
Wayne's World.
I can't think of. I don't remember the name of the movie now. It's where these kids decide that they want to drive out and break into George Lucas's ranch, Skywalker Ranch. Anyways, Jay and Silent Bob do a cameo in that movie.
Yeah, them guys are funny.
Oh my God, that little cameo is the funniest thing I've ever seen them two dudes do.
It's the same thing. It heaps of drummers die over the years. One of their drummers spontaneously combusted on stage. It's funny. Yeah, there's a lot of good movies that I can't remember from over the years.
Fanboys. That's it, Stephen P. Yeah, you just when you get a chance, just
Yeah, look good.
YouTube search Jay and Silent Bob on Fanboys.
All right. Yeah, Jane, Silent Bob Strike Back.
That was an okay movie. Did you see their last one?
Oh shit, I don't know.
That one where they were trying to stop a movie that was going to be made about them.
I want to say yes, but I mean it was so long ago. Holy hell!
It had a crap ton of cameos in it of different actors.
I'm sure I did. I almost watched all their stuff.
I'm
Yeah.
not a huge, gigantic Jay and Silent Bob fan, but it's watchable.
Oh yeah, neither was I. I mean, it's not like they're the funniest thing in town, but they're, it was good stuff when we were younger.
Hey, Kenny.
What's going
Hey,
on,
Danny.
Kenny? How you doing, man?
Just talking about my mud skipper tank.
Oh, Kenny E's in here. Looky there. What's up,
Doesn't Kenny-
Ken? Yes, he does.
Kenny's got one, doesn't he?
That's what I was telling Kev. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been talking to him about them. I know he has them. I'm really hoping I can see their fish room, but I don't know if I'll be able to.
Look, he's like, I'm really hoping Kenny takes me to his house and shows me his whole fish room when I come there.
Heck yeah.
I know, right?
I can't believe it's in a week.
Kevin, aren't you going to Aquashella?
Yeah?
I hear your best friend's coming.
Who?
Joey.
Oh, jeez.
People, let me tell you about my best friend.
Yeah, it's Joey DIY coming to hang out with Kevin.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, they're
thank
gonna
you.
they're gonna go to lunch together, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, he's all over Facebook. This is gonna be my last one. Make sure you buy tickets. I'm like, well, sure. If I live closer, I'd come see it, but I watched the replay. Oh yeah, that's right. No one videos the shit. So
Wait,
Kenny
what?
says he's not coming.
huh? He's not coming. Oh my god, he's all over Facebook saying he's coming to Aquashella.
Oh.
Yeah, not
Wait,
to.
you're not going.
I'm not going to any of it. I can't
No.
afford to. I can't afford to travel to any of them.
I was talking to Kenny.
Oh.
When he says he's not coming, like Kenny's going. The way he says he's not coming makes it sound like Kenny's actually going. Oh,
I think Dan. I think Kenny was talking about a different event.
yeah, he was talking about Fishtoberfest.
What's this? Aquashella me all later, Joey. Aquashella Mella later. Aquashmella. Yeah, Aquashmelly. Smelly you later. Yeah, that's why I was like, what is this? Is this true or is this fake? It's all over Facebook. I'm coming. Buy your tickets. It's my last talk I'm doing. I'm like, wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Probably because he's not getting invited as much as he used to.
Well, they said he was supposed to come before, but then COVID hit. I don't know if they said he was supposed to be in Chicago or if that's or what, but
Steven, I know. I was thinking the same thing.
Oh yeah, that probably wouldn't have been very good.
Oh, Ryan says, Kevin, maybe you can take my Secret History shirt and have it signed for me. Yeah, I've been wanting to get one from Kenny and from Alex, but I don't know why I haven't gotten any shirts yet.
Get it signed by Joey.
Yeah.
I'd get a signature.
Yeah, that would be laughs. But yeah, no, we were talking about Aquashella. I think he's going to Aquashella, isn't he?
That's what I'm saying. It's all over Facebook that he's going.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
who was it? Oh, Joe Shrimp Shack even said when he was reading off who was supposed to be there, he said that they didn't confirm yet, but Joey Mullins was supposed to show up as a guest speaker.
Oh, joy.
Well, hey, the guy knows his stuff. Whether people like him or not, he's a guy's loaded from YouTube and what he does, so he does something right, you know. So
Yeah. Well, again, sure, but again, I feel like a lot of it is that's what he's in it for, but it doesn't mean he makes good content or that everything's correct. And plus, he used to be I think he used to show that he knew his stuff, but now it just doesn't seem like.
well, because you knew him as Joey DIY, but now he doesn't do the DIY stuff anymore, and he's probably lost, his followers because of it. So, some of them, but he just does the fish stuff now, and that's when he got me, was when he did the DIY stuff. I was like, oh wow, that's pretty cool. Oh, that's pretty neat.
Okay, I know you could be joking, but are you going, Danny? And yeah, I agree, Brian. I liked his DIYs. And then when I looked at one of his other videos, this was before I stopped watching him, but I liked his DIY videos, but he stopped doing them for quite a while because they aren't profitable.
Hey, I'm not going to hold it against the guy to, because he just wants a YouTube and be loaded the rest of his life and not have to do a 9 to 5 and work for the man. Hey, whatever you got to do, it is what it is. I mean, he put in his time. He did a lot of that DIY stuff, teaching people a lot of stuff. He just went another route, So it's, I mean, you can't hold it against the guy. I mean, you can stop watching him if you don't like his content, but I mean, if he just wants to do it for cash now, then hey, he's no dummy. He's made a lot of money.
So he says.
He's got a lot of followers, a lot of subscribers.
His gallery, you got to remember that gallery that he's got going on. The addition he did on his house. That was almost completely privately funded through YouTube.
Yeah, and now his new place that he just opened.
Did he open it yet?
Oh no, he's bailing out of that one.
What?
It's unsuitable for his purposes. He did all that work and now he's got to bail on it.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't watched his new stuff. I watch all of his stuff.
He's having issues with the landlord, and yeah, that building's not going to happen.
Yeah, I watch all the stuff. I don't have an issue with the guy if he gets an argument with another guy. That's between them two. I don't stop watching the guy because, you know, he acts how he acts. That's on him. I think that, you know, I learned a lot from the guy. It's just, you know, that's an everyday occurrence. You know, people get in arguments. You don't agree what happens, and it is what it is. You know, so
He
I
just
still
acts
watch the guy.
He just acts like a dick, so I don't watch him anymore.
Well, look, there's a lot of people that act like dicks.
Yeah, and I prefer not to watch them.
No, totally understandable. I mean, that's, you know, that's your prerogative. You have that right. But when he was doing his DIY stuff, was he a dick?
When he did his DIY stuff, no. When he did his DIY stuff.
Right. So do you think that the YouTube stuff brought that out of him?
What do you mean?
It made him that way.
What? Letting it get to his head, maybe.
Well, yeah, creating, you know, arguments, the fights, you know, all sorts of stuff. I don't know. It's kind of like, you know, giving somebody, you know, $10 million. Will they be the same person in 6 months or 6 years? You know, or
Yeah, I stopped, but I watch his older videos. I don't watch it anymore.
right. Now I can understand that because it's not your flavor. I totally agree with that. Yeah.
Oh, I was responding to Danny.
Oh.
Sorry, Danny made a comment saying, I stopped watching it before the argument. And I'm saying, yes, I agree. I only really watched him for the... I only watched his videos
For the
that
DIY.
were like really old.
Yeah, I remember back when he used to have like these gorgeous discus that he had like upstairs in his house, and he's breeding them, and that's what really got me into discus was watching his videos. He had some beautiful fish back then.
He made a lot of money on his discus too.
That dude was crazy on his discus. That's what got me into it, and I started breeding them, doing really good, and everything the market just fell out. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. So
well, that's the problem with breeding that I've talked about several times.
I agree with you
when
on that one, S.
When you decide to breed a fish, you might go gangbusters for a while, but you got to remember that you're going to flood your local market. So you kind of have to keep that in mind.
Well, the problem that I ran into, it wasn't, you know, because I didn't sell to stores. I sold just to, you know, discus. Because when I got into discus, there, you know, there's a discus family like the fish fam, you know, and like when the discus order would come in, when Hans would send it to my buddy's store, I was always the first one to get whatever I wanted out of it. And I mean, people were having me meet them, you know, on expressways and, you know, all sorts to deliver discus. And then all of a sudden it just, you know, because you have to be a certain type of person to buy an expensive fish and take a chance at, you know, not many people want to keep, you know, a really clean tank. It doesn't have to be pristine to keep discus, but, you know, it can't be full of, you know, mulm and everything on the bottom and just disgusting because they'll get sick. But it was just those people that used to call every other day. Hey, man, what you got? What you got? What you got? I used to have red eagles. I used to have all stuff from Malaysia, everything. Now, all of a sudden, everything just stopped. Phone calls stopped coming in, everything. I was like, what the heck? And it's just like everyone just started like getting out of it. They stopped buying. I was like, all right, I'm not going to get caught with all these fish. So I turned around and took them up to my buddy's store, and I just said, here, you got to buy all these off me. And he said, okay, I don't care how long they sit in my tanks. And he sold them all, and I got great profit on them, you know, but it's just, it's not just the hobby. It's like people that carry puppies around in their purse, you know.
Well, it'll, all right. There's two aspects that you're looking at. there. Number one is what's trending, what's hot, and stuff like that. And
That's
that
what
does
that's
happen.
what it was. Yeah.
Like the bristlenose pleco boom is a relatively new phenomena. We've had bristlenose plecos since the 70s. They just didn't become popular till relatively recently. They weren't popular before. And so there is that aspect of things. You know, what is popular at a given moment.
Yeah, correct. But it didn't even let me ride the wheels off of it. I mean, I just
But
put
then
new tires on the car.
You do have your local market's only going to support so much. And I found that out when I was angelfish breeding. You know, I'd get a store that would be, you know, on me constantly, you know, and then it starts to taper off after a while because, you know, like angelfish are relatively easy to breed. So when you sell a bunch to a store, and by a bunch, I mean for 3 or 4 years where you're selling them 50 to 100 a month, then you're also selling to people that are going to wind up breeding as well.
Right.
And, you know, eventually your market gets saturated and you kind of got to, you know, curtail back your breeding for, you know, a couple years. And then the demand will come back again.
Oh, for sure. It's just like drugs on the street. You know, 1 minute cocaine's really hot, then heroin, then, you know, I mean, it's all the same. I totally understand that. It's just when I got into discus, it was like peaked out, and I didn't know it was like at its highest. So I got in thinking that, you know, oh, wow, this is going to last a long time. And I didn't know that it was just coming over the top of the hill. You know, and then once I was really getting hot, making money, it just the bottom fell out. And I said, okay. So that's why I got some more discus. I got 4 Hans discus right now, you know, just to look at them because I miss them. But yeah, no, it's like shrimp too. It's like, you know, if I got, you know, I kind of laugh about it because it's like, you know, I got 250 customers. Well, how many shrimp and products can these 250 customers buy? Well, once they buy everything they need, now I need more customers.
Exactly.
You know, you always have to keep bringing in more customers. Well, you know, I sell to the store, he sells to his customers. What Lefty just messaged me, I got to send him a package out tomorrow. You know, people are always messaging me and for expensive stuff, but it's not, you know, it doesn't go as fast as it used to because all those people that wanted shrimp, now they all have shrimp. Now
Right.
People that are like, okay, well, these are all living. Now I want more expensive, and they want to try different stuff. So that's totally understandable. And that's why I'm cutting back on some of the shrimp because, like, look, if it doesn't sell, if it's not a big seller, it's got to go. You know, I can't keep every neocaridina.
Well, see, that's something that all these breeding for profit videos you watch, they don't talk about is when the market does get saturated and then you wind up with an overstock. Now you're paying to maintain those fish.
Yep.
You know, that's cutting into your profit.
Right. So that's why I told the wife, I said, look, I'm gonna bust it down as far as I can get it to where I'm gonna keep all the caridina that I like and that are really high grade, and then I'll keep blue, orange, yellow, red, green. I have to keep the catagalons because they're extinct. They're on that list, so that's 6. I'll keep like 6 or 7 neos, the rest caridina, and then I'm just gonna get I don't know, some, you know, I got the 2 Shelleys now. We're taking a trip to Ohio to go to me and my buddy owns something fishy here in Michigan. Well, there's a guy in Ohio who owns something fishy. So he has lots of shell dwellers. I don't unless there's a deal. I ain't buying them at his place because he's just expensive as anybody else. But we were going to drive 3 hours to go check that place out. But there's two more. I want to get the Ocelotus Gold, and then there's, I think, the Blacks. But 2 more, and then I'll be good with that. And I want it, but yeah, I got to get rid of some of the shrimp. It's just, it's, if they're not selling, look, they're super cute, but I'm just going to keep the ones that I want to look at. I'm not going to keep, ones for everyone and their sister if their sister's not buying anything, and look, maybe this winter it'll really pick up, and, it is what it is. But I just, when people say, oh, I want to do 100 tanks. No, you don't, unless, you have no life.
Can't wait, Kenny.
It's just, it's a full-time job,
It is a fairly common name. Just saying.
And when you have a full-time job, you don't need 2 full-time jobs.
Well, isn't that why it's called a full-time job? Just a question.
Yes. So that's why I'm getting rid of it. I didn't think I'd ever get rid of that Megaflex, but she's in the garage all cleaned up, ready for her new home. Oh, Terry, remember we were talking about the electricity?
Uh-huh.
I tested all the electricity. The reason that they said that there is a constant 2 amp pole was my my fish tank lights. Because when I have all 6 of them on one wall, it pulls between 5 and 2.7 amps running the 6 lights.
Yeah.
And then the other side does the same.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that's the only thing that I could find that when I tested it was pulling like that amount. But that was it. That's why we're like, well, if we get rid of a bunch of tanks, we could shut off more lights, and it'll all help.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I have I have a separate circuit just dedicated to lighting.
Oh yeah. But I didn't think that those LED shop lights pulled so much.
Yeah, but when you keep adding more and more and more and more and more, they add up, man.
Well, yeah. And every time I'd shut one, I'd click the chain, it would a big drop.
Yeah.
And another click, big drop.
Yep.
But if I would have went with a lesser amount of lumens too, with those being 5,000 lumens, if I would have went like the 2,000 or something, it probably wouldn't be as much,
Right.
But yep, so that's what I'm doing. I've been doing it for 2 days, breaking stuff down and making room, consolidating, tidying up. But like I said, I got to put the rest of this tile board around my basement, this real expensive stuff that I got for free at a job. So I want to wrap it. I was hoping I didn't have to move this one shrimp rack, put the one up against the wall, 32 tanks. I'm going to have to drain them all halfway, take them all off, pull the whole rack out of there, put all the wall stuff up, and then put the rack back in there, put all the tanks back up there, and take days filling them all back up.
Damn.
I know it sucks, but, got to do it. But yeah, just excited to get some fish again, and I don't know. I just love fish. I always have.
They're
That's
all
why
small tanks, though, right?
Yeah, my shrimp room has, I think 5 15s and the rest are all 10s, and I got 3 5s in there. But the 15s, those are the ones that I'm taking 10-gallon tanks. I drain the 15 halfway down. I pull it out. I put a 10-gallon up there. I pull out all the shrimp out of the tank, and then I take all the sand out of it. I put it in the 10 gallons, set it up really pretty, fill it up with half of the water, out of maybe about 5 gallons out of the 15. I put it in that tank, and then I put 5 gallons of fresh water, and then put the shrimp right in that tank, and good to go. Now I have the 15 for putting fish in it. So I save money because I'm just utilizing everything that I have already. I'm just moving some tanks around.
That 15-gallon long, when I was younger and I still lived at home, that was my favorite footprint for a tank.
Yeah, 24 inches. It fits perfect on my racks.
You never see them.
Yeah, you don't
I
see
never-
them so much anymore. It was a real popular tank back in the day, but you don't see them too much anymore.
Yep. One of my favorites. Hold on, I'll be right back.
All right. Well, I think I'm gonna shut her down. I will see everybody tomorrow. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you tomorrow. Thank you, Terry. Thank you, Brian, for coming up. Thank you, everyone in chat. And hope to see you guys tomorrow. Thanks, everyone. Have a great night.